Give us my chol, give us my chol, give us my chol, give a smile. Give us my chol, give us my chol, be the reason someone smiles. Give us my chol, give us my chol, give us my chol, give a smile. Give us my chol, give us my chol, be the reason someone smiles. Give us my chol, give us my chol, give us my chol, give a smile. Give us my chol, give us my chol, be the reason someone smile. Give us my chol, give us my chol, give us my chol, give a smile. Give us my chol, give us my chol, be the reason someone smiles. Siva gedola, liyot liyot besimcha. Siva gedola, liyot liyot besimcha. Siva gedola, liyot liyot besimcha. Siva gedola, liyot besimcha. Siva gedola, liyot 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 besimcha. Be the reason someone smiles. Be
Breakfast with Elli.
מודה אני לפניך מלך חי וקיים שהחזרת בי נשמתי בחמלה רבה אמונתך.
Is kosher meat the same as halal meat? Hi, my name's Miriam. I'm an Orthodox Jew and I share what my life is like. In order for meat to be classified as kosher, it has more strict standards. So what I have been told is that all kosher meat is automatically halal as well. Not all halal meat is kosher. There are a lot of similarities in kosher and halal, mainly being in the way that the slaughtering takes place in a manner that is humane as possible so that it does not inflict any additional pain. One of the steps taken afterwards to ensure that the animal is kosher is making sure that there is no internal blemishes that would make the animal sick. We also are not allowed to eat any blood. So the blood is drained and then the animal is salted to take out any additional blood. And it's important to know that myoglobin and blood are not the same thing. If you cook your meat rare and then cut into it and don't give it enough time to rest, that liquid that seeps out that is a slightly red color, that's myoglobin. That is a byproduct of the muscle, not the same as blood. And myoglobin is kosher and that meat can be eaten.
כי השם יתברך תמיד אוהב אותי ותמיד יהיה לי רק טוב. השם יתברך תמיד אוהב אותי ותמיד יהיה לי רק טוב. עוד יותר טוב ועוד 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 יותר טוב ותמיד יהיה לי רק טוב.
Good morning and welcome to Breakfast with Elli, Season 8, Episode 216. It is Tuesday, Yom Shukval B'Ki Tov, the day that Hashem says twice it is good, the 29th and last day of the month of Tammuz, the 14th day of July. The Torah portion is Devarim, opening a new book, the fifth and last book of the Torah. HaYom, Yom Shlishi, Shabbos, third day counting up towards Shabbos, be learning the third Aliyah, and tonight is Rosh Chodesh. Tonight is the new month. I know. It's very, very exciting, although it is the month of Menachem Av. And when the month of Menachem Av comes in, we decrease in joy. But still, we have the hope that Mashiach will come and build the third Beis HaMikdash before Tisha B'Av, before the ninth day of Av, when traditionally both temples were destroyed, and Mashiach will come and rebuild the third temple, and we won't have to fast. It's a lot of work to get out of a fast, don't you think? But it's a good work. It's a really good work. I'm all for it. All right. Lots to talk about. Lots to talk about the 9 days. Lots to talk about what we can and cannot do. So let's get started. Men and boys, two front sitters. Everyone else join us in the second bracha.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al mitzvat tzitzit. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al netilat yadayim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher yatzar et ha'adam b'chokhma uvaravo nekavim nekavim chalulim chalulim galui v'yadua lifnei chisei כבודך שאם יסתם אחד מהם או אם ייפתח אחד מהם אי אפשר להתקיים אפילו שעה אחת. ברוך אתה אדוני רופא כל בשר ומפליא לעשות. אלוהי נשמה שנתת בי טהורה היא, אתה בראת, אתה יצרת, אתה נפחת בי, ואתה משמרה בקרבי, ואתה עתיד לתלה ממני ולהחזירה בי לעתיד לבוא. כל זמן שהנשמה בקרבי מודה אני לפניך אדוני אלוהי ואלוהי אבותי ריבון כל המעשים אדון כל הנשמות ברוך אתה אדוני המחזיר נשמות לבקרים מתים. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו על דברי תורה. הריני מקבל עלי מצוות עשה של ואהבת לרעך כמוך. I take upon myself every single day to love my fellow friend in a very special way.
Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe Morasha Kehilas Yaakov, Morasha Kehilas Yaakov, Morasha Kehilas Yaakov, Torah Tziva Lanu Moshe.
All right. Tzedakah time.
Someone else to keep. Yeah, I put it in the pushki, the tzedakah box. I put it in the pushki, the tzedakah box. I put it in the pushki for someone else in need.
Okay, fantastic. What's happening here? All right, here we go. Tzedakah has been given, and it's time to say the Shema. Say it with me. Are you ready? Let's go.
Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. Ma ze guf ונשמה, בשביל מה? רוצה להיות קרוב אליך, שנה ועוד שנה, בשביל מה? ומי אני כאן בלעדיך? ברוך שם כבוד מלכותו לעולם ועד.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך, ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
All right, the 12 psukim, say them with us.
בכל נבדר, HaYom
And that's going to take us to breakfast with coffee and yogurt, making the bracha shahakol. If you're making or eating something different than what I'm eating, check on this chart to see what bracha you should be making. But for now, we are going to make the bracha shahakol. Are you ready? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shahakol nihiyah bidvarai. Oh, yeah.
Coffee, blessed coffee. God bless you for being a friend. When the whole world turns on me, it's only you on which I can depend. I want to taste you in the morning and a few times throughout the day. Yes, a cup or two in the evening too. For me, it's the only way. Yeah.
All right. Yes, l'chaim. I appreciate it. All right. Today in Jewish history. Today is the yahrzeit of Rashi. Rashi, Rabbi Shlomo Yitzchaki, known as Rashi on the initials of his name. He passed away on this day in the year 1105, 4865 from creation. Rashi was born in Troyes, France in 1040. His commentaries on the Torah, prophets, and Talmud are universally accepted as a basic tool for the understanding of these texts for schoolchildren and scholar alike. Numerous commentaries have been authored on his commentary. In the famous Rashi Sichos that the Lubavitcher Rebbe said on Shabbos and holidays, the Rebbe repeatedly demonstrated how Rashi's pshat, the simple meaning of the text, unfolds many layers of meaning, often resolving profound difficulties in the text and presenting new, innovative interpretations with a single word choice or rephrasing of a midrashic passage. There is a beautiful biography of Rashi from the Gallery of Our Great on Chabad.org. And you can also go there to find Rashi's commentary on the weekly Torah portion and analysis, and also an analysis of a section of Rashi's commentary by the Lubavitcher Rebbe. So, excuse me. So there you go. There you have it. Rashi. passed away on this day. As we said, tonight and tomorrow are Rosh Chodesh Av, the month of Av. Now, during the 9 days, the mourning intensifies. There is no meat, no wine, no bathing or swimming for pleasure. That's right. If you're going to take a bath or a shower, you need to do it today. We don't launder clothes. Got dirty laundry? Do it today. Now that does not mean any essentials. If you need undergarments or if you need children's clothing, or you don't have anything clean to wear for whatever reason it is, you are allowed to do a laundry, but only those things that you will immediately need. We try not to wear freshly laundered clothing. Many people spend the day today trying on everything they're going to be wearing during the 9 days. The ultimate look maxing, I guess they call it. No, is that what, or is that the wrong term? I don't know. We do not buy new clothing or items that bring joy. There is an exception to that rule. If something that you've been looking at or something that you want is going on sale, and it's only going to be on sale during the 9 days, or it's going to run out and you won't be able to get it after the 9 days, then you are allowed to buy it and put it away till after the 9 days. Home decorating for pleasure. Don't paint a brand new room. Don't do any renovations. If someone has started renovations already, obviously they do not have to stop. But if you can avoid them until after the 9 days, that would be great. We don't plant ornamental trees or flowers for beautification or enjoyment. If you have as many of us do, if you have things like scallions or potatoes that are growing sprouts and you need to plant those for food before they deteriorate, obviously that you are allowed to do. In general, during the 9 days, we're going to reduce joyful activities. As we said, Meshenichnas Av Mimatin B'Simcha. When the month of Av comes in, we decrease our joy. Limit activities that bring joy and focus on reflection and mourning. Why the temple was destroyed and how we can remedy that. Now I have another chart on laws of washing clothing and how to prepare. It applies to adults and children old enough to understand the mourning, whether it's by hand or by washing machine. And even if you hire someone to do it for you, washing of clothing is prohibited. Babies and young children whose clothing constantly becomes soiled are allowed to be washed. Clothes needed for health or hygiene are allowed to be washed. Clothes needed for work. You can't go to work smelly. So if you need to gently wash yourself on days like today where it is already 80, let's see what it is. Alexa, wake up. 83 degrees outside at 10:30 in the morning. You are definitely allowed to do that. Towels, bedding, or garments that became dirty to the point that they can't be reasonably worn or slept in, or medical or sanitary needs. If somebody has come home from the hospital or somebody is bedridden, you need to change their sheets and blankets and clothing, whatever. Obviously, that is allowed. All right. Do not wear freshly laundered shirts, pants, dresses, suits, lawn jackets, pajamas, tablecloths, bed linens, or towels unless needed for hygiene. All right. Best preparation before the 9 days begins. Wear each shirt for a minute or two. Wear your pants for a minute or two. Put on your suit and jacket for a short time. Sit or walk around in them. The goal is that they should no longer have the status of freshly laundered. Many people rotate through a stack of clothing over an hour or so. Now, since undershirts, underwear, and socks are needed on a daily basis. You are allowed to wear freshly washed, and if you can prepare them before, if you have enough undergarments for the 9 days, please do. But if you don't, you are obviously allowed to wear them. Fresh Shabbos clothing may be worn during the 9 days, but after Shabbos, we change back into our weekday clothing. We spoke about bedding and towels already. We don't wear new shoes during the 9 days. But if you forgot to prepare the clothing, wear those that are not freshly laundered if you can. But if no alternative exists, consult with your local Orthodox rabbis. There may be room for leniency depending on the circumstances. Now, a practical checklist for today: wash your needed laundry, prepare enough shirts for the week, prepare the pants, prepare the jackets, prepare the pajamas, change your bed linens, wash your towels, and make sure your children's needs are covered. And as we learn in the Talmud, whoever mourns for Jerusalem will merit to rejoice in her rebuilding. A beautiful chart, and this is courtesy of a Sephardic group. They did not put their name on for credit. That's very, very interesting. Tomorrow we will talk about the laws of meat, wine, havdalah, and a siyum during the 9 days, which the Lubavitcher Rebbe encouraged. We make a siyum, and he originally said it for camps, that camps should not deprive the children of meat because for whatever reason, and that the camps should make a siyum every day of the 9 days, and then he later put that to everyone should make a siyum during the 9 days. So that's something that Lubavitch is very strict about. Making a siyum every day during the 9 days allows you to eat meat, and that's very important too. All right. Speaking of the 9 days and what we do and do not do, we learn about the Holy Temple in Jerusalem during the 9 days. One of the things that we are allowed to study, come on, change scenes, boys. It is being difficult. There we go. All right. We are up to class number 9 in the laws of the Holy Temple.
Hi, my name is Hanania Haffinger, and welcome to the 10th class on the structure and details of the second Beis HaMikdash. In this class, we will learn about the Kiyur. So the Rambam tells us that the Kiyur is one of the 7 Kalim that were in the Beis HaMikdash. The Rambam says that the Kalim are the Mizbeach, the ramp of the Mizbeach, the Kiyur, and then the Kanai, which is the stand that the Kiyur was on. And then in the Kodesh, there is the inner Mizbeach, the Mizbeach HaPnimi, the Menorah, and the Shulchan. So it comes out that the Kiyur is 2 of the 7 Kalim. And in the Azara, we have 4 of the 7 Kalim. We have the Mizbeach and its ramp, the Kiyur, and Kanai, its base. Now for the location of the Kiyur and its base were between the Mizbeach and the Heichal, which is in this area over here. However, it was removed to the left of the person going in, which is the southern part of the Azara, so as not to be in between the entrance to the Heichal and the Mizbeach. Now this Kiyur is scaled to size as if it is 5 feet in diameter, which means 5 feet from one side to the other. If you're going to go all the way around, it'll be more than 15 feet. So let's just see what that looks like scaled to size in the Azara. So this would be the size of the Kiyur if you were looking from the top down, and this little white thing here would be the size of an average person. And based on what we learned in an earlier class, it comes out that this area here of the Mizbeach, going all the way down here, is almost the full size of 770. So if you could imagine having this little person in this area here, how it fits into the relative size of 770. So this is all regarding the location of the Kiyur and also the size of the Kiyur if we say that it's 5 feet in diameter. Now let's learn a little bit more about the Kiyur. So the Kiyur had 12 faucets, and that's because there was 13 people that were needed every morning for the Avodah. However, one of those people did not have to be a Kohen. It could have been any Yid that didn't have to wash their hands and feet, because any Yid is allowed to do the Shechita. So there were 12 faucets. The way they washed themselves, it was a kiddush yadayim v'raglayim. They washed their hands and feet, and they washed them all together at the same time. So you'd have another kohen often helping them out in order to be able to do this. Now, besides for the kir and the kane, there's also something called a muchni, and there are different explanations for what the muchni exactly is, and this is going according to one of the opinions, and that is that it was a mechanism for how they would get the water. They basically had a water source underground, and then they had this round thing that they would use to draw the water from. And with that, we'll end the 10th class.